Hey, how you doing?
Who are you?
I'm your Uncle Buck.
In 1989, a giant of a man with an even bigger heart crashed into our lives. Uncle Buck wasn't just another John Hughes comedy. It was chaos wrapped in comfort food. A story of a slob of an uncle who accidentally becomes a hero. But behind the giant pancakes and the smoke-belching car, the making of the film was a story of doubt, last-minute genius, and one lucky break that would change movie history forever. Today, we're diving into the untold story of the man, the myth, the uncle. If you love discovering the secrets behind your favorite 80s classics, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's next. Number 10. John Candy wasn't the first choice. It's impossible to imagine anyone else as Uncle Buck, but John Candy wasn't even on the original list. Director John Hughes first chased Jack Nicholson for the role, then Danny DeVito, and even considered Robin Williams. But for various reasons, none of them stuck. Studio executives were nervous about casting Candy as the lead, believing he was only a supporting actor. Hughes disagreed, rewrote the script to fit Candy's unique blend of slobbish humor and surprising warmth, and in doing so, created the perfect role for the perfect actor. Number 9. The movie that inspired Home Alone. One of the film's most memorable scenes features a tiny 9-year-old Macaulay Culkin interrogating Buck's girlfriend through the mail slot. Culkin's sarcastic, razor-sharp delivery was so brilliant that it gave John Hughes a lightning bolt idea. Hughes watched the scene from behind the camera and instantly imagined that same kid defending an entire house from burglars. That single throwaway gag became the direct inspiration for Home Alone. Hughes went home and wrote the script specifically for Culkin, and 2 years later, it became one of the biggest blockbusters of all time. Number 8. A famous line was improvised. The script was full of great lines, but the film's most iconic insult came straight from John Candy himself. During the scene where Buck confronts Mrs. Hogarth, the line, "Take this quarter, go downtown and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face," was completely improvised. Candy threw it out mid-take, and John Hughes laughed so hard he insisted it stay in the film. It's a perfect example of how Candy's spontaneous genius made the character unforgettable. Number 7. Those weren't fake pancakes. That mountain of pancakes Buck makes for Miles' birthday wasn't movie magic. It was a real giant stack of flapjacks cooked on set. Crew members swore that John Candy himself stood over the massive griddle, flipping the batter and laughing as he created the cartoonishly large breakfast. The only trick used was watering down the syrup so it wouldn't become a sticky, gluey mess under the hot studio lights. Everything else was 100% real. Delicious chaos. Number 6. The drunk clown was a famous actor. The hilarious gag where Buck decks a drunk birthday clown is even funnier when you know who was under the makeup. The clown was played by Mike Starr, a well-known character actor famous for playing tough guys and mobsters in films like Goodfellas. Seeing one of Hollywood's go-to tough guys get knocked out cold by Uncle Buck added a brilliant layer of irony to the scene that most audiences never even noticed. Hey, if you're enjoying this trip back to the 80s, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button below. It really helps the channel. Okay, let's get to number 5. The real-life locations you can still visit. Uncle Buck feels like it's set in a real, lived-in world because it was. The family's cozy suburban house is a real home located in Evanston, Illinois, and fans still drive by to take pictures. And Buck's messy bachelor pad? That's a real apartment building in Chicago, right across the street from the famous Wrigley Field. Both locations are still standing today, acting as accidental shrines for fans of the film. Number 4. The car's backfire was a gunshot. Uncle Buck's smoke-belching 1977 Mercury Marquise was a character in itself, lovingly nicknamed the Beast by the crew. Its ridiculously loud and explosive backfire became a running gag throughout the film. But that sound wasn't the car at all. To create the perfect comedic effect, the sound designers mixed a recording of a gunshot with a firecracker, creating an explosive noise that made the car feel just as unpredictable as its driver. Number 3. The critics hated it, but audiences loved it.
When Uncle Buck was released, critics were not kind. They called it crude, mean-spirited, and messy. But audiences didn't care. They saw what the critics missed, the incredible warmth and heart beneath all the slapstick. Families flocked to theaters, and the movie became a huge box office success, earning more than 5 times its budget. Over time, the film's reputation completely flipped, and it's now remembered as one of Hughes's warmest and most beloved comedies. Number 2. It was the end of an era. John Hughes and John Candy were one of the most iconic director-actor duos of the 1980s, creating classics like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Uncle Buck would be the last major film Hughes ever directed specifically for Candy. After this, their legendary partnership quietly came to an end. This makes the film a bittersweet farewell, the final perfect showcase of John Candy's immense talent in the hands of the director who understood him best. Number 1. The role that made John Candy a superstar. Before Uncle Buck, John Candy was a beloved supporting actor and sketch comedian, but studios weren't sure if he could carry a major film on his own. This movie changed everything. As Buck, he was not only hilarious, but fiercely protective and full of heart. Audiences fell in love with him, and the film's massive success proved he was a bankable leading man. For many fans, this isn't just another role. It's the moment John Candy stopped being the lovable sidekick and became the star. Uncle Buck could have been just another 80s comedy, but thanks to the massive heart of John Candy and a stroke of genius that launched another classic, it became one of the most enduring family films of its era. If this movie still holds a special place in your memory, drop a comment and tell us your favorite scene. Thanks for watching, and remember, he's crude, he's crass, but he's family.